The following contest is a tables match. Making his way to the ring from Seattle, Washington, weighing in at 238 pounds, Psycho! His opponent from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 274 pounds, the Scorpion!
Well, this is one way to start us off here tonight. We've got the Scorpion one-on-one against Psycho to start off our show, and this time it's going to be in a tables match. Oh boy. Usually we're so used to seeing the Scorpion face off against 2 and sometimes even 3 opponents at one time. But apparently the Scorpion has taken exception to Psycho lately, who has been able to get the upper hand on him in almost all of their bouts. So I think the Scorpion has decided to take matters into his own hands here tonight, one-on-one against Psycho, and try to prove a point, but we'll see what happens. So far, Psycho's been super lucky against the Scorpion. We'll see if that changes here tonight, if the Scorpion can crunch Psycho through a table in our opening contest or not. As we get the fisticuffs engaged between Psycho and the Scorpion. Back and forth we go. It's like slap fighting, CPW slap fighting. But Psycho's going to win out with 2 Hurricane Ranas. Head scissor takedowns. Whoa. And there's Deputy Dog with a resub. Thank you so much. Deputy Dog, you have to tell me, would you like to be a pumpkin, a ghost, or a candy corn? You'll have to let me know so that we add you to the Horror Halloween subboard. Nice moonsault off the top by Psycho, landing right on top of the Scorpion. And it looks like Psycho is going to exit the ring and go for a table. All right, Deputy Dog wants to be a ghost. Can someone supply that to me on Discord so I remember to add him to the board? Psycho is just one step ahead of Scorpion so far in this match. Holy crap. I think we have found the kryptonite to Scorpion here in CPW, and that is in fact Psycho, at least so far. He is just a little bit quicker, just one step ahead on Psycho in this match. Psycho just can't seem to get anything going here. Or the Scorpion just can't seem to get anything going here. It's been all Psycho for the most part, as he goes for a moonsault again, but I think he missed it, which is, well, was gonna possibly open up the momentum to change over to the side of the Scorpion, but it did not. And now it looks like Psycho is going to go directly for the table. Is he about to finish this thing right here? No, the Scorpion says, I don't think so. And now maybe the Scorpion can get some offense going here, because it has literally been basically all Psycho since the start of the match. Is Psycho just going to come out of nowhere and immediately win with a table spot? No, it looked like he was going to go for a choke slam, but Psycho knocked him off. Oh, and he comes back with a German suplex, and he caught Scorpion with his pants down and gets another sneaky win over Scorpion. Holy crap, it's the kryptonite of the Scorpion is Psycho, it seems. Wow. Out of nowhere win there with the German suplex through the table, and Psycho wins again against the Franken monster of CPW.
Shit, lady, do I sound like I'm ordering a pizza?
making his way to the ring from Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 236 pounds, Dan Ing. And his opponent, accompanied by Mr. Cool, representing the Alliance from New York, weighing in at
Wait, what is happening? Is the Repo Man...
the junior...
Wait, this is the Coke and Roxas entrance. Did the Repo Man just install himself into Coke? Wait, who's actually fighting tonight? Okay, so we clarified that. It's actually going to be the Repo Man against Danny Adi tonight, one-on-one in our second match. A little bit of confusion there on the entrance as we saw the Coke and Roxas entrance between Coke and the Repo Man. But you'll also notice who's standing at ringside, and it's Spike Ryan, who gets a shot at Repo Man for the Young Lions title at the end of the month at Purgatorium. That's the date set at our next major event for the Young Lions Championship. But tonight, Danny gets a huge opportunity in the Young Lions division to take on the champion in this one-on-one singles non-title match. But with Mr. Coke and Spike Ryan at ringside, and we know their history, there's no telling how this one is going to play out. I just go back to 7 days ago, last Tuesday, when we saw that War Games match when Mr. Coke barely took 3 steps into the War Games match before it actually ended. I mean, Mr. Coke basically had the night off last Tuesday on pay-per-view. Mr. Coke just had enough time to step inside the cage and laugh a little bit before his team won, and basically had a big, massive troll face all over everybody. But nevertheless, I guess Eric Bischoff has acknowledged that Spike Ryan is still the #1 contender for the Young Lions Championship, and will get that shot against Repo Man at the end of the month. Of course, some things could change between now and then, but that is what has been advertised. And we'll see what happens here if Repo Man can continue his massive success ever since coming to CPW. His win-loss record is nearly impeccable. If not, he's on a winning streak. I mean, has the Repo Man even lost since he showed up here? That's actually a fine question. We'll have to have the analysts in the back go back and check that out to see if the Repo Man has ever lost since showing up in CPW. But that could be all up for the line right here as he takes on Danny in the second matchup. Obviously, Danny, a newest figure in the CPW roster, obviously automatically qualifies him for the Young Lions division, and he gets a huge opportunity here against the very top of the division, the champion himself, the Repo Man. Of course, the whole reason Repo Man is here to begin with is because of Mr. Coke. He's the one responsible. So, of course, he's going to be here to watch his back and make sure everything goes according to plan. And look, there's Danny with a nice pile driver in the ring. That's a good one. You'll love to see it right there. Spike Ryan obviously happy with that. The more damage that Danny can do to the Repo Man tonight, Spike Ryan's going to be okay with. There's a cover there by Danny onto the Repo Man. He gets a 2 count. By the way, even though tonight we are not doing horror video games, this is still a stream for the month of Croaktober. There are still 3 chances for the horror spin wheel. If anyone who has not spun the horror spin wheel yet this month in all of our regular horror Croaktober streams, you can redeem 666 of your channel points to spin the horror wheel. There will be 3 opportunities on tonight's show to do so. Here comes Repo Man after being fired up and is letting Danny have it here on the ring. Trying to obviously spill some blood there. Oh, there's a collision with the referee. Danny gets smacked into the referee, which allows Repo Man to hit the back elbow, and now shoots in for the cover. And Danny's going to kick out at 2. Our first horror spin wheel of the night by Alicia. What did we land on?
Happy Halloween.
Man in the dark. Or Man in the Park. Man in the Park. If someone can throw that into the Discord so I'll remember. That will be another game added to this year's Croaktober lineup. Oh my, whoa! What the heck was that? I've never seen that before. The Repo Man put Danny up on the top ring rope and just shoved him out of the ring. What the heck? I have literally never seen that before. Now Repo Man going for the single leg crab submission, and he's, look at this, he's got him right in front of Spike Ryan. Repo Man trying to put some bragging rights onto Spike Ryan to try to make Danny tap out right in front of his face at ringside. Oh, Repo Man just outsmarted Danny there. Looked like he was going to go for something on the outside of the ring, but he changed it up. And now Danny rolls over and pops him a few times. And now goes for the cover, as you see Mr. Coke in the background. But another kick out there. Welcome in, everybody that's just jumping into Tuesday night CPW. Glad to have you. Welcome in, everyone. After last Tuesday's huge event, I can't believe we have enough energy to even do tonight's show. If you were there last Tuesday, you know what I'm talking about. One hell of a card from beginning to end. Of course, we started off with the 1 hour long women's Hell in a Cell match, and it just was fired up all the way through. Repo Man with that ankle pick on Danny, and that's how he usually wins his matches, and tack on another one. I have a feeling Repo Man is undefeated in CPW, and Mr. Coke gets another laugh over Spike Ryan tonight as his boy puts down another Young Lions contender right in front of Spike Ryan just weeks before their title match. And look at Spike Ryan outside the ring. I'm surprised he's not attacking Mr. Coke right now as he gloats and laughs inside the ring. Oh, and there's the Repo Man being reactivated, repossessed on the stage after a win here tonight.
Repo Man.
You just made the list.
Apparently, these guys know how to do the net grid. Since Roxas is a part of the Coke squad, these guys all know how to travel through the net grid. Sponsored by Tron. And your large Coke and your large popcorn.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 242 pounds, Ray North.
Wait, what? Oh my God. I was wondering when we were going to see this again. Raynor just making a casual stroll down to the ring tonight in this one-on-one contest and gets completely bamboozled by Sean the Show Bretherick, who was waiting for him outside the ring. Didn't even let him finish his entrance. What the heck is going on here? And apparently the Show is feeling all frisky tonight. with the news of the next Mortal Kombat movie coming out. Sean was obviously a major part of that feature film, and I personally cannot wait to see that myself. But another really fun tidbit about this particular match, our third match of the night here, is the fact that Raynor versus Sean Does Show. This is a match between two other sister federations here on Twitch, in fact. Pretty interesting. Usually these guys are, of course, we all know them here for their own traits, but on their own multiverses, they are in much different positions in terms of storyline and stature and plot line and everything else. But here at CPW, this is where they can both meet up in the ring here in our third match in a singles exhibition match to see who the better man is, at least for tonight. A clashing of two different leaderships of two different promotions elsewhere here on Twitch, on their respected Twitch channels, of course. Almost like a clash between two promotions inside a CPW ring. Pretty nifty, pretty nifty. And we had a little bit of some chain wrestling there, side headlock, and then Sean gets dropped with the backdrop by Raynor. Raynor up to the top. Nice moonsault. Catching Sean out of nowhere. And thank you so much, Miles, for the raid. Welcome in. Hello, Raiders. Welcome to Tuesday Night Wrestling. It's CPW live every Tuesday night here at Croakitoad. Nice back and forth there between Raynor and Sean. Tipsy-turvy. Rolling it back and forth. And some more chain lockup wrestling here between Raynor and Sean the Show Broderick. Sean's got the go behind rear waist lock, and he has got it on cinched in tightly there on Raynor, not letting him get out or escape. Raynor finally with the snapmare fights out of it and applies the chin lock. We literally have MUW, Madness Unleashed Wrestling, against Wrecked right here in this ring. Pretty exciting, pretty exciting. I was not expecting this much chain wrestling between these two. Raynor's more of a ground and pound technician, and Sean is more of a showboater. But I guess with this much on the line between two federation owners to prove themselves representing their own brands here on Twitch on a CPW show, I guess they want to pull out all the stops and showcase a lot. Oh, and Raynor out of the corner with a big boot to the side of Sean's face. Hopefully he didn't crack those $500 sunglasses. And oh man, a big hammering blow, taking Sean down on the mat. Raynor with the 1-2 combo, gonna go for it. Oh, and he gets it. Wow, look at that. I don't think Sean the Show took this match seriously at all, as he goes down quickly, and Raynor walks out your victor here tonight in our third match. Yeah, someone drop a shout out to Sean the Show and Raynor, two other EFEDs here on Twitch. Check them out. As well as other variety streaming on their Twitch channels as well. Very quick and decisive match there. I was not expecting that. But Raynor came here to prove something, and he certainly did.
That's what I'm talking about.
All right, as we get set up for our next match, thank you guys for the hype train very much. Thank you, Zach, as well for the resub. Let me know if you want to be a candy corn, a ghost, or a pumpkin on our Halloween board for this month. Thank you, everyone, for resubbing and joining the Halloween sub board as I posted in our Discord server. Our next match coming up right now. Let's go.
That's what I'm talking about.
The following is a
Nothing but bits.
threat match. Making his way to the ring from Little Rock, Arkansas, weighing in at 302 pounds. Rock Hardcore Me. And his opponents, first representing the Acolytes from Miami, Florida, weighing in at 232 pounds, Miles Wildman.
I'd buy that for $1.
Accompanied by Paul Bearer from San Diego, California, weighing in at 266 pounds, the International Champion, Kane.
Hello, ladies.
All right, well, we got ourselves quite the triple threat match here as it pertains to the international title division. Thank you guys so much for the biddies and everything. I appreciate it. Very much amazing. We've got a hype train initiated. Thank you for the raid so far, Miles. Thank you for the raid. I hope your stream was amazing. Y'all be sure to follow Miles, who is actually in this match right here, right now, smack dab in the top of the international title.
Playtime is over.
Aw, and as Wesker says, our hype train is over. But we have the former champion, Rock Hard Meat, the man full of rock-heartedness, who is the former champion, the international champion, and now we have the new champion as of last Tuesday's 6-man elimination chamber match. And what a match that was. We saw people flying off the top of the cage and everything, but it was actually Chain who actually ended up walking out the new champion. I couldn't believe it. Ever since Chain has brought Paul Bearer into his managerial duties, Chain has been like really on a roll, to be honest. I mean, not only is he the international champion right now, you saw him come out with the belt around his waist, but he still has the Money in the Bank briefcase here at CPW, which means he could cash in his briefcase anytime, any place, anywhere for any title that he wants. So he could, while being the international champion, also cash in for any other title belt at the same time and become a double champion if he so wanted. Oh my God. And we saw the manager of Chain, Paul Bearer, at ringside, slid a chair into the ring, but Rock Hard Meat made him pay for it by slamming him on top of that chair. So that plan backfired. And we have Miles thrown in the middle of this thing as well, who would love nothing more than to showcase himself and prove himself in this three-way dance as a top member of the international title division. We don't know right now who's going to be next in line for a shot at the international title. Why did the spin wheel break? I don't know. It's stuck on screen. Why is the spin wheel not moving? I think Pocket, welcome back Pocket from last night. I think Pocket just broke our spin wheel. Interesting. I don't know what happened there. Thank you, Pocket, for breaking our spin wheel in the middle of our show, but welcome back. Hope you're having a great night. Welcome to our weekly wrestling show, where everybody you see on this show is someone from Twitch, whether it be a viewer, a community member, or a fellow streamer. I don't know how you broke it. I've never seen the wheel completely break like that before, but apparently you did it. Oh my God, and Miles just chunked a chair right into Matt's face. And he looks very upset about that, as would anybody, as we got a fight on the outside now. All bets are off in this three-way dance. As you can see, weapons are allowed in this thing. And the referee inside the ring is just sitting back and letting this thing play out how it's going to play out. Let me
That's
try.
why I told you to save it. I saved it!
Yeah, Rock Hard Meat's definitely going to have to save it tonight in this match. Let's see if we can redeem that spin wheel for you since it broke. I don't know what happened. I've never seen that happen before. Let's see here. Let's see if we can fix that for you, as Pocket has just redeemed the second of 3 horror spin wheels tonight here in the month of October. Let me see if I can get that fixed for you. Where is it? I am trying to find it. Oh, there it is. It was in a different category. I was trying to find where the wheel went. There it is. Okay, let's see if this will work. There we go. Okay, there you go, Pocket. This is for Pocket. We tried to redeem it earlier, but it broke. Pocket gets Save Room the Merchant for Croakitoad, and we will be playing that now thanks to Pocket. That's a fun one. It's like RE4 inventory, the game or something. But yeah, if someone can send that over to me. Merchant for Pockets redeemed tonight. Thank you so much for redeeming that. And this match is definitely going back and forth. Oh, Chain's got the chain of Chain locked in on the former champion. But Miles came back in and broke it up. So the match will continue on. But it looks like Paul Bearer is distracting Miles. So he's distracting a bit of the match, allowing Chain to do something, but he's in a bad way right now. Yeah, much apologies for that. I did spin the wheel. Didn't realize we were in the middle of an ad break, but we did catch it. It was Merchant Save Room on Steam, which is like RE4 Inventory Simulator, the game. There's actually 2 games like that, and I will be playing the second one. That's what it landed on the wheel. It was Save Room the Merchant, if you would like to look it up on Steam. I need to figure out a way so it can post in the chat, but I haven't quite figured that out yet. Utilizing a brand new bot. I'm still learning how to work out all the bells and whistles of the new bot. That was your spin, yes, because your technical spin actually broke the entire thing. So I had to respin it for you and make sure it didn't break. It did not break that time, so I redeemed it for you, since the first time was a first time ever broken wheel. Never seen that happen before. Not sure what happened there. Nice move there from Miles. That's the finishing maneuver of Miles Wildmore. Going for the somersault on Prettier while Rockhard Mead's propped up against the ropes, and he almost got one right there. First falls or submission will win this matchup between these 3 participants. As Rockhard Mead exits the ring, maybe to possibly look for a weapon. Miles going up top here and looking for the Harlem Hangover. The somersault leg drop off the top rope, but Chain rolls out of the way. And of course, Rockhard Mead brings in the still steps. And here is our last horror spin wheel of the night. It's going to be Nowhere Near for Alba Dragon as Rockhard Mead hits the jackhammer. That's his finishing maneuver on the existing champion, but look at Miles coming in to make the save in the nick of time. Very close back and forth match between these 3 as Miles hits the roll up on Rockhard Meat, but he kicks out before the 3 count. Thank you to the 3 people who redeemed the horror spin wheels tonight. You'll get another chance, another opportunity to roll it again tomorrow night, which will be the last stream this week due to me leaving for work over the weekend. But man, what a match we have turned this into right here. 4.5 match star rating. This is match of the night so far. As Chain goes right in onto Miles to go for the cover. Rockhard Meat dazed on the ring apron. Chain once again looking for play of the day and hits it on Miles, but Rockhard Meat is in the ring, but he gets immediately grappled and thrown into the corner of the ring, sternum first, and falls to the ground. This would have been a perfect opportunity for Chain to go for a pinfall, but he has decided against it. I see a Be Wild sign in the crowd. Still some fans of Miles back there remembering better days when he was a fan favorite and a hero of CPW. And now the 2 smaller guys working over the big guy there to knock him back down to the ground, and Chain now trying to get the initiative once again. He's got Miles up on his shoulders, looking for possibly a stun gun over the top rope here. And he connects. Miles throat first over the top rope. And now Rockhard Meat has got Chain up and over and hits him with an overhead press slam. But instead of going for Chain, Rockhard Meat exits the ring and goes for Miles, trying to direct him somewhere on the outside of the ring. And we are danger close to Chain's confidant and manager, Paul Bearer, here at ringside. Miles is going to take Paul Bearer for a ride and hits him with a sit-out powerbomb. Good Lord. And look at Mr. Paul Bearer getting right back up to his feet. Oh my God, and Rockhard Meat hits the Bulldog on Miles and busts him open as his head splatters into the mat on the outside of the ring. Chain hitting the crossbody onto Rockhard Meat as he turns right around. What a match this has turned out to be between these 3. We've been going like 120 miles. Oh my God, Chain dips out of the ring on top of Rockhard Meat. What the heck was that torpedo? Whatchamacallit? I don't know what Chain just did, but he flew out of the ring and hit the mark on top of Rockhard Meat. And now Miles has got a kendo stick. And again, the 2 smaller guys are working over the bigger guy. I think this was a game plan going in, even though this is every man for himself. Miles now springboard into the DDT. spiking Chain's head into the mat, goes for the lateral press, but Rock Hard Meat is back up to his feet and quickly breaks it up. And here comes Rock Hard Meat now throwing Miles into the corner, tries to go for a lariat, but misses the mark. Chain now pounding away at the head of Miles, and then he pops him in the back of the head unsuspectingly. And now look at the strength of Rock Hard Meat, deadlifting Chain up onto his shoulder and hits a power slam, goes for the cover. Is Miles going to be able to come in and make the save? No, he does not. Miles was out of the ring. Chain gets pinned. The current champion gets pinned by the former champion. What does that say moving forwards when it comes to the international title? Does this mean Rock Hard Meat gets his rightful rematch against Chain for the belt? I don't know. We will find out, though, in the coming weeks.
GG.
That's why I told you to save it. I saved it!
GG.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Non-Stop Honor Championship.
Thanks. Much appreciated.
Thank you, Chuck, for dropping a gift sub to Alba Dragon, who is making his way to the ring right now, and we now know who is going to challenge him for the Kappa title this week. It's the Power Wash guy.
Thanks. Much appreciated.
Support. Yes, thank you for the support here at Croakitoad. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much for dropping those gift subs. Gifty subbies. Thank you, thank you.
Thanks. Much appreciated.
And another one to Badass Games.
Thanks. Much appreciated.
Gift subs everywhere. Thank you, guys. It means a lot. Thank you.
From Glasgow, Scotland, weighing in
Thanks. Much appreciated.
51 pounds, the non-stop honor champion, the Dragon, Hayden Colorado.
Aiden Gallagher awfully proud of that Kappa championship. He's turned away the Lord of Goats last Tuesday on pay-per-view, putting that mini rivalry to a pause, at least for this week. And now Aiden Gallagher turns his attention over to the Power Wash guy,
Thanks. Much appreciated.
who will be his challenger for tonight's and this week's show. Raynor got one. Jess Asylum got one. Badass Games got one. Oh, nice. Look at these amazing gift subs from so many amazing, awesome people here in the community. Very much appreciated. Thank you so much. The support is amazing amongst fellow community members. Aiden Gallagher riding high after retaining his Kappa title over the Lord of Goats last Tuesday on pay-per-view. And now tonight, 7 days later, the Kappa title up for grabs on tonight's show. And this time it's the Power Wash guy who's going to try to win the Kappa title for the first time in his career. Obviously, the Power Wash guy is super ready and stoked for Power Wash Simulator 2 coming out in 2 weeks. And you damn well know that it's going to be played here at the stream as well. We've already got a Discord event lit up and ready for it as we try to go for all of the achievements in Power Wash Simulator 2 later this month. Let's see if the Power Wash guy can use those hopes and dreams and aspirations of the sequel of the game coming out to win himself the Kappa Championship here tonight against Aiden Gallagher, who's had a steady clutch on that belt ever since he won it for the first time. He might have parted ways with it for a week or two, but it always seems to get back right around his waist. Will he be able to win it tonight and clean that title and clean it so hard and so good until you hear that ding-a-ling-ding-ding? Aiden Gallagher trying to end this one early, but Power Wash guy makes him regret it, flips him over into the pin, and now we're going to go with the roly-polies back and forth. I've actually seen someone win unsuspectingly this way. Look at this. They're just trading pins back and forth. Rolling back. Nice roll out of the way by the Power Wash guy, avoiding a clothesline from Aiden Gallagher. Yes, hope you're having a great night as well, Chalk, as well. Tomorrow night will be the last stream for Croakitoad this week as we go away for work travels. But when we come back on Monday, we've got a big stacked schedule for next Tuesday in terms of horror and scary games. I believe we're going to be having a Saw marathon next week, where we will be playing the first Saw game and the second Saw game on the Xbox for all of the achievements. So if you're a fan of the Saw franchise, you'll want to be here next week for that. We also have Just Dance 2026 coming around the corner here on the stream as well, probably in cosplay/costume. So, you know, that's always a fun one to attend to. And of course, Power Wash Simulator 2 later this month. I think 4-player Dying Light is going to be on the menu, as well as Dead Space 3 co-op and many other games, including all of your games that you have spun on the horror spin wheel so far this month. Aiden Gallagher trying to dive off the top rope with a big elbow to the top of Power Wash guy, but he moved out of the way, and still Aiden Gallagher catches him with the dragon suplex, bridging him up. Is he going to win it here? And Aiden Gallagher almost got the win there, but Power Wash guy able to kick out, tried to go for a super kick, but Aiden Gallagher sidesteps out of the way. Squeaky clean, squeaky clean. Nice backbreaker from Aiden Gallagher. This one's been going really fast, back and forth. Singles match for the Kappa Championship here at CPW. Our 5th match of the night. Can't wait for it all. Yeah, we've got a stacked and loaded schedule here at Croaktober. We've already decimated probably about 20 games so far since Silent Hill F on October 1st, by the way. We have been plowing through these horror games so far this month. I can't wait to see what the final tally of completions is going to be at the end of the month for sure, heading into Halloween night. And here comes Power Wash guy with a series of kicks, knocking Aiden Gallagher off his feet, but he rolls out of the ring to buy himself some time. Wise move there from the champion. and he catches Power Wash Guy into a powerbomb position, but Power Wash Guy squiggles out and goes for the crucifix. Does not go for the pinfall, though. Mr. Plow, you can call me Plowatoad because I'd be plowing those horror games so far this month. Atomic drop from Power Wash Guy onto the champion. He steps out of the way from the grapple. Some jabs and punches there from the champion, and now he locks him up. Front face lock into almost a brain buster there from Aiden Gallagher onto the Power Wash Guy. And let's see if he can capitalize. No, Power Wash Guy slips out. Goes for the leg. Aiden Gallagher out of the corner, getting caught up. What is this? Some kind of he's using his backpack to help him, which I guess is completely legal. Spins him around and drops him face first onto the knee. I've never seen that move before, ever. What the heck was that? Power Wash Guy pulled out a brand new DLC move from probably in Power Wash Simulator 2 right there. I've never seen him do that move ever. And he almost got Aiden Gallagher with it. Let's see if he can keep up the momentum. He's got the arm all locked and cinched in. Aiden Gallagher fighting out of it. And a knee lift. Sending Power Wash Guy spiraling to the mat. Goes for the cover right after that. Did he crack his face shield enough to do it? No. Power Wash Guy raising a shoulder up before the 3 count. You might have noticed that Aiden Gallagher tried to clothesline Power Wash Guy clear out of the ring, but he ducked out, and now Power Wash Guy is going to go high risk here to the outside. Is it going to be big, or is it going to be an axe handle? Oh, a flying crossbody to the outside. Power Wash Guy, it's a good thing you don't take fall damage in Power Wash Simulator, because he probably would have cracked his ankles on that one. And now we're clear on the outside where standard rules apply. They have to get back into the ring before the 10 count. Yes, by the way, if you just got gifted a sub, whether you resubbed or got gifted a sub, enter into this month's Twitch Subbers raffle on the Discord in the subs only area to win a chance to win a Croakitober t-shirt. Enter into the raffle. It doesn't matter if you subbed yourself or got gifted a sub, you can enter. Do it now. And look at Power Wash Guy aiming right at, oh my God. Power Wash Guy diving out of the ropes. It almost looked like he was diving into our homes and living rooms there with that suicide dive. And he caught Aiden Gallagher by surprise. I don't think the Dragon was ready for the Power Wash Guy to dive out of the ring like that. But now he rolls him into the ring, goes for the cover. Is he going to be able to do it? No. Aiden Gallagher kicks out again. It is a pretty bitchin' t-shirt, especially the person who modeled it for me on the banner. I'd say it looks really bitchin'. Oh, another Dragon Suplex into the bridge by Aiden Gallagher. Is his Dragon Suplex going to do it? No, close. Aiden Gallagher almost retained his belt one more time here tonight, but the Power Wash Guy somehow having the wherewithal to be able to kick out of it. Here comes Aiden Gallagher. Oh, nice move. Up and over with the snapmare from the kneeling position. Now Aiden Gallagher deciding to go high risk. Will this pay off for him? Power Wash Guy gets up to his feet. Oh, he might have hurt his right knee there. Kind of an interesting landing. Very awkward. Aiden Gallagher telling Power Wash Guy to get to his feet. What's he going to go for here? Snake Eyes in the corner. 4.5 match star rating for the Kappa title tonight so far. Aiden Gallagher pulling Power Wash Guy away from the ropes. Oh, here comes that Dragon Sleeper. He has won so many matches with this thing. Look at the contortion of the body. There's nowhere for Power Wash Guy to go, and that's it. Aiden Gallagher will retain again his Kappa title here tonight over the Power Wash Guy.
And still non-stop honor champion, the Dragon, Aiden Gallagher.
Gigi.
following contest is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 359 pounds, A.J. Jacobs and Punk A, the Awesome Ones. And their opponents, at a combined weight of 500 pounds, the Boss, Theodore Peters, and the Dog, the Corporation.
It'll be over soon. Don't worry. Oh, pathetic.
Wow, we are in for a treat tonight. The boss of the whole company out here for wrestling action. We don't see Thaddeus in action too much these days, but I guess after what it transpired last Tuesday in the War Games match, Thaddeus got invigorated and is ready to step into the ring. I mean, who wouldn't watch a War Games match or an Elimination Chamber or a 1 hour long women's Hell in a Cell match for the women's title and be inspired to want to get back into the ring? And I guess the boss just feeling a little bit of his youthfulness coming back to him again. Some of those AOL days coming back to him. That blood running through the veins, and wanted to step into the ring tonight. As we see Thaddeus, the boss of CPW, the owner, the chairman, teaming up with his personal hired security guard, Deputy Dog, members of the corporation, the corporate team of CPW, teaming up here tonight to take on the fan favorites known as AJ Jacobs and Puppy, the fresh rookies on the roster who sometimes team up, sometimes don't. They also have singles aspirations here in CPW as well, but they have grown to become a very well-liked tag team here in the ranks, and I could see them definitely moving on up and challenging for the tag team titles at some point if they choose to go down that path. Nice move from AJ Jacobs, spring pointing off and hitting the DDT onto the chairman Thaddeus, who is no doubt awfully pleased with his Oklahoma Sooners right now, by the way. But tougher games lie ahead for the Sooners for sure, so I'm sure he's also thinking about that as well. I mean, Kent State is one thing, but Alabama and Florida is a whole nother thing in the SEC. AJ Jacobs making it, well, it looked like he was going to make a tag there. He's already bleeding from a cut in his forehead. That's not a good sign for him, but Thaddeus makes a leaping tag and gets Deputy Dog in there, who's back in. We have yet to see Puppy tagged in legally into this match so far, 2v2. And look at Deputy Dog running across the ring and hitting a knee into the face of AJ Jacobs, probably targeting the cut on his center forehead there. Miles, thank you so much for the raid and have a great rest of your night. Thanks for swinging by. Always good to see you. Have a good rest of your night. We are now on the outside of the ring. Now, the standard rules apply in this 2-on-2 match. There's nothing hardcore about this one. Much to the dismay of Deputy Dog, who has found his time in the hardcore title ranks as of late. Deputy Dog involved in that. Oh, hold that thought. AJ Jacobs going to the very top rope, and Puppy, well, miscommunication there on the part of AJ Jacobs and Puppy as we are getting up. Oh, he dove out of the ring, so that reset the outside count, so that's okay for now at least. But they need to think about getting back into the ring, though. Thank you for the raid, Scorpios. Welcome in. Hello. Welcome in, Raiders. How is PUBG? Welcome back. Thank you for the raid. Welcome to Croakitoad Pro Wrestling, live every Tuesday night, where we see Twitch viewers, community members, and fellow streamers go head-to-head through storylines, plots, and title matches. We are witnessing a 2-on-2 tag team match right here in our 6th match, I believe, of the night. Uh-oh, we're up to a 9, by the way. Referee trying to stop. No, Deputy Dog. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. If the referee had not cautioned them, that would have been a GG right there. We were up to a 9 count on the outside of the ring. I cannot believe that just happened. Match will continue despite going to a 9.5 on the outside. That is insane. We do have an ad break started. By the way, anytime you hear the little little ghosty sound, that means an ad has started. Just so everyone knows. The little Mario ghosty sound means that an ad break has started in the channel, so that there's also an audio cue for everybody, including myself, because I never pay attention to that. And Chalk, I say you should get a dozen donuts and eat them all. Just keep them in your cabinet. Just eat them all. You deserve it. Eat them all. You can do it. Puppy is finally tagged in for the first time in this tag team matchup and is now going after Deputy Dog, but he rolls it over on him. We've seen Puppy versus Deputy Dog before in the past. I mean, the names speak for themselves, am I right? Puppy versus Dog. And here we get it one more time in this tag team match. And now Thaddeus has been tagged in as the legal man. By the way, if this is anyone's first time catching CPW Wrestling, the reason why we keep the bars at the bottom, I know it's not a big decision on other people who do this kind of thing, because taking the bars away keeps the realism, but I decided this time to keep the bars on, so that way anyone new to the channel could exactly see who is in the match, because if you don't have the bars and someone is new here, no one knows who no one is. So we decided to keep the bars at the bottom of the screen so people can keep track of who is actually wrestling in the match. Those are all Twitch usernames at the bottom of your screen to help everybody out. Follow along. Here comes Puppy now, firing away on the boss, and hits him with a headbutt, taking Thaddeus down to the mat. Another tag. AJ Jacobs back in the ring. Looked like Thaddeus was trying to shoot in for a single leg, but AJ Jacobs a little bit quicker and caught him with the face buster on the knee. AJ Jacobs now working the leg, but Thaddeus hitting an enziguri, taking AJ down to the mat, but AJ's again quicker than the older gentleman Thaddeus, and hits him with a nice bridging German suplex, getting a 2 count. Thaddeus rolls out of the ring to reset the pace of the match. By the way, you guys might have noticed that we have not seen any females in action tonight so far on this show. There is a reason for that. We will let you know about that very soon coming up. It is a very major, important announcement about the ladies of CPW Wrestling, and as we all know, the ladies division is stacked and loaded. And yes, there is a reason why we've not seen any women come out to the ring so far tonight. Nice leg drop from Deputy Dog onto AJ Jacobs while he's down on the mat. Front face locks him up to his feet. AJ Jacobs neck breaker onto Deputy Dog. And now AJ Jacobs is going to go flying through the air. He may be going for spiral tap here. Yes, he does. It connects onto Puppy while he's flat on his back and stunned out. Can he capitalize? Off the ropes he goes. Oh my God, a Shining Wizard. Almost like a running enziguri of some sort. Almost knocked Deputy Dog's dog off. And a vertebreaker for good measure from AJ Jacobs, but he's right next to Thaddeus, who's going to easily make the save for his partner. And after doing that much damage, AJ Jacobs is going to tag out. And here comes Puppy now back into the ring. And now he works over Deputy Dog while he's down on the mat. Appreciate everyone being here tonight. Thank you so much. Whether you are part of CPW or this is your first time here, if anyone is watching or lurking in the background and you're interested in getting a wrestler in on the show, all you have to do is hit me up on Discord. It's a very easy process. You don't even need the video game. Just let me know you want in and we can get you in on the roster. It's a lot of fun. All you do is just come and watch. We do have a promo section, by the way, if you want to take it one step further and add a little bit of depth, character backstory, or interviews to your wrestler after each show you see. You're more than welcome to do that in our Discord server. It's not mandatory. It's completely optional. Only if you feel like applying some creative writing. Thaddeus being tagged into the ring. Oh, and the cheap shot from Deputy Dog from behind on Puppy. That's right. I think you should stream this weekend and stream eating donuts while you're streaming, Chalk. You should do both at the same time. Stream and eat donuts at the same time while playing some game involving donuts. You should do it. A backsplash from Deputy Dog onto Puppy in the corner, and now he's stomping away, trying to choke out the life of Puppy down in the bottom left corner of the ring. Here comes Deputy Dog, another almost like a Yakuza kick to the side of Puppy's face, and now AJ Jacobs tagged in and hits a running forearm smash, taking Deputy Dog off his feet, and now slamming his head on the back of the mat. By the way, not only is anyone qualified to get a Croakitoad t-shirt, if you are a sub, a resub, or a gift subbed recipient, enter into our Discords in the subs only category right now if you want to enter to win. But you can also wear a Croakitoad Pro Wrestling t-shirt like the one I'm wearing tonight. Also available in the Croakitoad merch shop. If you love Croakitoad Pro Wrestling as much as I do, you can wear it on a t-shirt. And you can see me in that shirt on, well, in the selfies area, the CPW area. Or if you're following me on Twitter, Instagram, or Blue Sky, you can check me out in this fabulous CPW t-shirt. I love it. Deputy Dog in the corner, running clothesline, smashing him into the corner. Adam Brown did not debut tonight. Not yet. But thanks for coming, Adam. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to Tuesday Night CPW. Here comes Puppy with a handspring cutter off the ropes out of nowhere. It always does come out of nowhere. Connects on Deputy Dog. Thaddeus is not coming in to make the save, but it doesn't matter. I don't know how Deputy Dog was able to kick out of that situation, but he did. You can see me not in the shirt on OnlyFans. Well, my OnlyFan, aka Ashterial, was able to see the newly uploaded video today, which was the time lapse of me hand painting the Charizard on stream from the other night. So she gets that exclusive video, the time lapse Charizard painting, exclusively on my OnlyFans right now, and as well as they're going to be a playthrough of Sculpture Hentai Edition, also exclusively on my OnlyFans as well, which was on the horror spin wheel for this month's Croaktober. And for anyone thinking that I'm joking about my OnlyFans, no, I really do have an OnlyFans. And AJ Jacobs with the cover on Thaddeus 2 count. By the way, Ashterial, if you're listening in the background, you do get an extra entry into the sub raffle for not only being subbed to me, hi, but also being OnlyFans. And the tier 2 and the tier 3 also go into account on that too. So whoever's a tier 2 or tier 3 needs, oh my God, AJ Jacobs flew out of the ring on top of Thaddeus. He slipped off, though. That almost knocked the air out of him, I think. But yeah, if anyone is entered into the raffle this month, you need to also account for the fact if you're a tier 2 or a tier 3 subber, because that enters you an extra raffle into the raffle. That enters you an extra ticket into the raffle. So make sure you go back and edit your post. For anyone listening out there that's a tier 2 or tier 3 sub, or an active subscriber on OnlyFans, that adds you an extra ticket into each raffle each month. Just FYI. Your commission check from the fan store hasn't paid out yet? Well, ooh, hard punch there to the side of AJ Jacobs. We got a 5-star match rating again, ladies and gentlemen. Can you believe it? Uh-oh. Thaddeus. Oh, below the belt, right in the cherries. Thaddeus with the low blow. nailing AJ Jacobs right in the cherries, but Pepe was able to come in and make the save. And we may be getting, we're going to get a figure 4 leg lock. That is taking us back old school here. AOL days, figure 4 leg lock applied on AJ Jacobs, and he's going to fight out of it. That's not the number 1 submission hold of Thaddeus. Of course, he loves that Texas Cloverleaf, but still, a man of technical ability and submission skills is our beloved chairman and owner of the entire CPW. AJ Jacobs, another splash in the corner with a running bulldog, but I think Thaddeus threw him off. Kick to the gut. And now AJ Jacobs connecting again with the knee face buster. And he might have busted Thaddeus open on that one. Yeah, he's got a cut on his right forehead. Puppy is now tagged back in. What a great match we have here, back and forth. I was not expecting this match to go this long or be this good between these two teams, I'm going to be honest with you, but Puppy's up on the top rope. What's he going to do here? Oh, a diving punch off the top. What does he have in store here? Where's he going? Off the ropes. Nope, just a drop kick to the back. Toe kick. Oh, Thaddeus is starting to leak pretty badly there. That cut is getting pretty bad as Puppy drives him face first. Face platters him into the ring canvas. And Puppy sending Thaddeus into the corner. Props him up to the top rope. Here comes Puppy with a Spanish fly. And connects, but Deputy Dog is going to come in to make the save. Match continues again. 5-star match rating. Good match here. All right, have a good night, Alicia. Thanks for hanging out tonight. Appreciate it. Thaddeus now trying to fire back, using his power to put Puppy down. Throws him into the corner back towards his partner, Deputy Dog. Makes a tag, and we're going to get some teamwork here from the corporation. Deputy Dog. Oh, and a Dogman variation of the Dogman Slam. The front variant onto Puppy before AJ Jacobs realizes it, but Puppy is able to kick out still. Oh, and there's the other Dogman Slam. That's the official Dogman Slam finisher from Deputy Dog onto Puppy. But I think AJ Jacobs can't come in to make the save. And there you go. The corporation will win here tonight with Deputy Dog picking up the win. What a great match, though. What a great match.
The following champion versus champion contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing the Final Testament. From Baltimore, Maryland, weighing in at 243 pounds, the Extreme Hardcore Champion, Psycho T.
Wait, what's it? Whoa, 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 what the heck? What the heck, Wizardboz? Well, we have quite the match here. So much for the suspense of who Psycho T was going to be fighting tonight, because the World Heavyweight Champion Wizardboz was out here waiting and uses Psycho T's own game against him in the hardcore division. I guess Wizardboz has been doing some homework when it comes to the hardcore title division and knew that these guys are reckless, psychotic, and all bets are off. So the world champion just a little bit outsmarted the hardcore champion just a little bit here on this night, and we've got ourselves quite the matchup here. We've got a champion versus champion match. You don't see that very often here at CPW. It is literally the hardcore champion versus the world heavyweight champion. And what I've been told is this is an Extreme Rules match, so this is in the favor of Psycho T, who brings a hockey stick to the match. Oh boy. Oh God, that's a wrong time for Wizardboz to be posing in the corner. Psycho T not even bothered to take his coat off in this one. Of course, the hat always stays on. Wizardboz going quickly for the cover to try to end this thing, but yeah, it's going to take a lot more than that to put away Psycho T, that's for sure. Of course, both of these guys reeling from their pay-per-view matches 7 days ago. Last Tuesday, Wizardboz involved in one of the War Games matches. And of course, Psycho T still ruling the hardcore division after reigning supreme in that hardcore title gauntlet match that he was a participant of. Oh my God, and Wizardboz now, oh my God, the hockey stick has been shattered in half over the hardcore champion. And we literally have ourselves a great treat here tonight. World champion versus hardcore champion. Non-title match, of course, but well, this is going to put both of them to the test for sure. Wizardboz off the middle ring rope hits the blockbuster. Shout out to, oh my God, Psycho G. Oh my God, I'm usually used to Wizardboz doing this to other people. Look at that. Psycho T using his nightmarish powers to utilize the lights to go out and transports behind Wizardboz. Oh, and there's from one magical power to another. Psycho T may be able to turn the lights off and transport, but Wizardboz will always have that spit waiting for you. Oh, and he almost gets him. Wow. The blue acidic, whatever that is, coming out of Wizardboz. He's always got tons of it ready. Very potent stuff. Will knock you out. Any normal man will knock them out for good and incapacitate them from the match. But Psycho T, obviously no normal man. Why are we bringing out all the hockey sticks in this match? Are we just happy that NHL is starting soon or something? What the heck is going on here? I didn't know either of these guys were NHL fans. Nevertheless, Wizardboz, after cracking Psycho T over the head, goes for another cover. But Psycho T kicks out. As we all know, Wizardboz gearing up to defend his World Heavyweight Championship against Grem at the end of the month at Purgatorium. That will be our main event of the show. So Wizardboz obviously has Grimm in the back of his mind to put his title belt up against next in line. But for tonight, he's got to somehow survive against our hardcore champion, Psycho T. And God knows who is next in line for Psycho T's hardcore title. I mean, it could be literally anyone. Oh, man. We had a referee collision, and then Wizardboz almost tried to yeet Psycho T out of into the crowd barrier. His spine almost landed on top of the barricade there. And you'll see no countouts in this match. This is all set for hardcore rules. This is all Psycho T's backyard right here. As Wizardboz gets kicked right straight in the face by Psycho T, and now he's got that claw applied. He's going to go for the claw slam. One of many different variants of the claw slam. Goes for the cover on Wizardboz on the outside of the ring. Falls count anywhere in this hardcore match. But Wizardboz able to kick out of that situation, and this match will continue now. As we get close to the corner barricade, I don't believe we've ever seen anyone fight out into the crowd here at CPW. At least it's been a long time if it has ever happened. But the potential is there. Here comes Psycho T now. He's got a steel chair. Good old... Oh! Well, he just threw it right in his ass.
This is really beautiful.
I agree, Wesker. This is very beautiful. As Psycho T throws a steel chair right into Wizardboz's ass. Someone opened a portal to Tristram. I guess someone's a fan of Rock Hard Meat out there. Inspirational quote. All right, here we go. How about an inspirational quote from Will Smith? As Psycho T goes for the cover on Wizardboz, we did nice close-up zoom in on the pinfall, and he did it! Look at that! Hardcore champion has just defeated the world champion here tonight in his own game, and Psycho T reigns supreme here tonight over Wizardboz. By the way, inspirational quote from Will Smith. The first step you have to say... The first step is you have to say that you can.
You just made the list!
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Kansas City, Kansas, weighing in at 245 pounds, Jeff Morse. And his opponent, representing the good guys, from Louisville, Kentucky, weighing in at 232 pounds, Grim.
All right, here we go. We've got ourselves another interesting match back to back. So first we had the world champion taking on the hardcore champion Wizardboz versus Psycho T. And now we have Grim, the #1 contender for the world title, taking on Jess Moxie, what many would presume to be the #1 contender for the hardcore title right now. Okay, so I can see what Eric Bischoff has done here tonight. Pitting champion. Oh my God, look at Jess Moxie. He's taking a bite out of Grim. He's taking a bite out of Grim's big bobblehead. I wonder what he tastes like. Well, that's easy. Pizza, of course. I guess Jess Moxie wants some Domino's tonight. And so just like in the last match, this match is set for hardcore rules. We saw Psycho T get one over on Wizardboz in the last match. Let's see if Jess Moxie can do the same here tonight against Grim as he hits a top rope moonsault very quick. These might be first time matchups here, by the way. I'm not sure if Psycho T and Wizardboz have ever met one-on-one before. If they have, it's been a long, long time ago. And the same can be said here for Grim versus Jess Moxie. This might actually be a first time ever matchup here in CPW. Usually Grim's involved with his other things going on, and Jess Moxie obviously always involved in the hardcore division. So a little bit of a change up here tonight. A little bit of a fresh opponent here for both of them as Grim goes for a table. I'm surprised he's the first one that's going to go for a weapon in this match. Grim obviously not known for his hardcore attributes for the most part, but after all, he does want to win, so hits the Cowabunga plunge on Jess Moxie. Double up DDT. It almost gets the win on Jess Moxie. Holy crap. And now Grim diving to the ring apron, looking to springboard. Springboard dropkick takes Jess Moxie off his feet. Grim now with the table set up. He's setting up the table now. He's got to put the pizzas on the table. And now the question is, who will be going through that table? Grim off the middle ring rope. Hits the diving axe handle. Again, for anyone wondering, anytime that little Mario Ghost sound happens, it means an ad is starting, an ad break is starting, so that we have an audio cue as well as a visual cue. It helps me a lot if I'm actually paying attention. Grim now hitting the Samoa Joe Enziguri in the corner, and then follows up, keeping Jess Moxie grounded on his back, not allowing him to really do much of anything. Look at Grim, man. Another pizza roll on Jess Moxie. Jess Moxie really needs to get something going here. He has not been looking too good. Oh my God, Grim has got Janice. Grim has got Janice. Oh! Oh my God. Oh, and Grim landed shell first on top of Janice. But Jess Moxie ate the top of that bat with the nails sticking out of it on the top of his skull. I am shocked. Number one, he's not bleeding, and number two, he's still conscious after taking a hit like that over the top of the dome. And now on the outside of the ring, Grim, whoa, rotating suplex, interesting move. And now going for the cover after that on Jess Moxie, and gets the win. Wow, decisively. maybe Jess Moxie was just not recovered enough from last Tuesday's gauntlet match, but Grimm picks up the win here tonight, showcasing that, yes, he can step into the hardcore division if he really needs to. He looked really good here tonight. All right, ladies and gentlemen, apparently we've got ourselves a huge match that involves the women of CPW, and now we're going to figure out what this is all about. This is why we've not seen any women on the show tonight. Apparently, big plans here involving the Women's Championship that we saw in the 1 hour long Hell in the Cell match between... Wait, what? Okay, I didn't hear about this. A Royal Rumble match? What is happening?
Other superstars will join in the order they drew. This will continue until all 20 superstars have entered the ring. Eliminations occur when you are thrown over the top rope with both feet landing on the floor. The last superstar in the ring will be declared the Royal Rumble winner and will go on to face the champion of their choice at WrestleMania.
Okay, we can not... That part is wrong. They're not going to WrestleMania, but it looks like Celestia will be number 1 to start us off tonight. Not a good pick. Not a good pick. That's actually the worst pick you could possibly get. But hey, some people in the past have won entire Royal Rumbles at the number 1 spot. It's not outside the realm of impossibility, but it is not a good pick. Of course, Celestia, our first ever women's champion in CPW history. She could do it again. With Ashterial and Spinny sidelined with injuries due to the 1 hour long Hell in a Cell match they had last Tuesday, it's time for the other ladies of CPW to step it up and see who's going to be next in line to challenge for that title belt. All right, who drew number 2 in this ladies Royal Rumble match tonight for the... What?
Introducing the individual who drew number 2, representing the Undead from Norman, Oklahoma, weighing in at 239 pounds, Ted Peters.
Well, what better way to start off a... Oh, I'm controlling... Hold on, I messed up. I'm controlling... Oh, wait, hold on. I can just do this, right? I accidentally screwed up. How do we do this? Okay, there we go. I was like, why is she not moving? Okay, we're good. I screwed that up, but here we go. Apparently a 20 women's Royal Rumble match tonight. We're in for a treat. We don't ever get to see matches like this here at CPW. Thank you, Dark Ultra, for the raid, by the way. Welcome in. And look at Tad, almost eliminated. Oh, Celestia almost eliminated Tad right out of the gate. And coming up out next, we have Fifi joining the match. The lady who hails from the lands of Vice City is entrant number 3, trained by Mr. Motivator himself. And she's getting a huge opportunity to come out here and showcase and demonstrate her skills. And she goes...
You just made the list!
list.
Yeah, apparently there's going to be a lot of lists tonight. And remember, this is every person for themselves. So while everyone's not going to like that Tad has entered himself into this ladies rumble match, it still is every person for themselves. So they got to have eyes in the back of their heads. Here comes number 4. Here comes Tater Tots. Entrant number 4. And this ring is going to start getting filled up with the ladies of CPW for sure. And it looks like just for the moment, Tad and Celestia have changed their targeting away from one another to focus on other competitors in this match. Tad is almost trying to eliminate Fifi as Celestia working on Tater there. And we're going to see who entrant number 5 is. Oh, it's Rasher spin dashing her way down to the ring. Rasher is number 5. It would be good to see Rasher back in the heap of things. Best wishes going out to Rasher, who is going through some medical things IRL right now. Best wishes being sent to her. But Dark Ultra, happy birthday to you. Thank you for the raid. I hope your birthday has been amazing. You come in at the great time. We're seeing a 20 ladies Royal Rumble match here in CPW. Who is going to be coming out next? Number 6. Oh, it's the ever so lewd bunny of CPW, Disco Bunny. Coming out here to spice things up here in this Rumble match. And we have yet to get an elimination. Tater in trouble there on the ring. Look at Celestia going for Tad. No. Celestia, no. What is... No. What? Oh, God. I thought she was going to eliminate him. That looked really, really close to a first elimination. That was really close. But you see Tad and Celestia still pairing off. Number 7 making their way. Look at Rasher and Celestia working together to take out Tad. And Honey will be our next entrant. And Tater's working on Fifi there on the right-hand side of the screen. This thing is going to start getting really crazy real fast. I mean, it already is. Tad is just stunned in the corner. Disco Bunny going for Celestia. Honey's trying to look for someone to take out. And Tater's in trouble now from Fifi on the right of the ring. We do not have an elimination yet. And here comes Lady Lavin. Hopefully she drinks some latte to get her energized to come out here. Look at this. We've only scraped the surface of our women's division here at CPW. This just goes to demonstrate just how many lovely and amazing ladies we have on the roster. Friends on Twitch, fellow streamers, community members. It's amazing. It's fantastic. I love it. Of course, except for, the elephant in the room. Or should I say the weirdo in the room, who is still in the match. And now we've got everyone paired off against everybody. And Tad throwing Tater Tots into the corner, looking to try to eliminate her. Lady Lavin working on Fifi, Honey on Celestia. Rasher's propped up in the other corner on the other side of the ring. Lady Lavin going to the top rope. That is not where she wants to be in a Royal Rumble match. She misses the bopper to the top of the head. Tater is looking to eliminate Tad. No, she got him. And Tater Tots is the one to eliminate Tad Peters, and he is out of here. He is gone. And his chances of winning this ladies Royal Rumble match are gone. And probably once Celestia realizes he's been eliminated, she's probably laughing all the way to the bank. And so we have our first elimination. Tad Peters is gone, as we have plenty more ladies waiting in the back to come out here and try to win this thing, to showcase their abilities and their skills. Oh no, and Fifi has been eliminated. Our next elimination is out. No, and Celestia knocked off the ring apron by Lady Lavin. Tough break there. But I think the story was told earlier. Oh my goodness, Rasher just got all of the bee stinger from Honey there. But I think the story was told. Uh-oh, Rasher in big trouble now. Nope, she hangs on, and here comes the veteran of the ladies roster, And now Lady Lavin also... Oh, Lady Lavin eliminated by Rasher. And I can't believe it, but Disco Bunny just hit the clam slam on Honey in the middle of the ring. That's her finishing maneuver. Miss Perfection, the next one out. And while we saw Tad get eliminated, then Celestia, I think their story goes a little bit further than this match for obvious reasons. But we'll have to see next week how that pans out. And here we go, 10th entrant into the match. It is Vampy. From the depths of the underworld. One of the newest faces to the women's roster. Vampy, number 10, the halfway mark in this match. And she would love to make her mark in this thing to rise up through the ranks in the women's division. Uh-oh. Oh, and there goes Honey. Honey has been eliminated courtesy of Miss Perfection. Here comes our next entrant, and it's going to be number 11 is Kitten. Oh. And while Kitten makes her way down to the ring, Rasher has just gotten another elimination. Oh, Rasher eliminated Miss Perfection. Huge elimination there. Rasher taking care of the veteran, sending her out of the ring as Kitten makes her way out as number 11. All right, Mama Disney, thanks for swinging by. It's nice seeing you. We'll see you next time. Have a good night. Rasher saves herself, clinging onto the side of the ropes. Here comes our next entrant in the Ladies Royal Rumble match. Oh, watch out. She's going to steal your keys. Here comes Mama Buttons, number 12. Uh-oh, Rasher hanging on for dear life. Vampy was going to try to get that big elimination on Rasher, but she hung on. Oh, no, and now Rasher maybe... Oh, Rasher got cut off. She almost had Vampy set up for the elimination there, but it did not happen. As we get our next entrant about to make their way out. Oh, it's the hardcore lady herself, Lilu. We usually see her using weapons and destroying people in the hardcore division, but tonight she's... Oh, did she just eliminate... Oh, wow. Lilu comes right out here, eliminates Disco Bunny out of this thing. She is out of there. It's interesting to see Lilu step out of her hardcore title comfort zone and compete in this match. But she is here as Vampy hits a DDT on Kitten as we get our next entrant about to make their way out. Number 14 is going to be Bethany, who is also usually in the hardcore division. Her husband, the current reigning hardcore champion. Bethany would surely love to get her hands on the women's title. And you can see the match is starting to wear and tear down on some of these entrants that have been in there for a while. Our next entrant also, already about to make their way out. Who's it going to be this time? Entrant number 15. Oh, we are not prepared for Elisandra coming out at number 15. Azarain's partner in crime here in CPW. Buttons working on Vampy and sends her over the ropes, but Vampy hanging on. Can Buttons get the elimination there? No. We've got 5 ladies left to participate in this thing. Number 16, the stealth master herself, Lucinda. And the ring is full of competitors. Once again, Bethany immediately locks Lucinda in a cross arm breaker there. And Lucinda going for the Vats hard punch on Rasher. This ring is now filled to the brim. Uh-oh, Rasher in trouble. No! Rasher has been eliminated, courtesy of Lucinda. Alessandra fighting for her life against Vampy. Oh no, and Alessandra has been eliminated. Vampy, another impressive elimination on her part in this match, showing a lot. Tater Tots has been in there for a long time. I can't believe Tater is still in there, actually. That's surprising. Button's now working on Bethany. Bethany hanging on. Lucinda's in trouble. Uh-oh. Bethany needs to hang on there. Look at Lilu just clawing the eyes of Tater. Just, wow. Animalistic traits of Lilu there from the hardcore division. And now Bethany once again. Oh no! And Vampy with yet another elimination. Wow. Eliminating Bethany from the match. Vampy has been proving herself a lot here. I am actually shocked. She has come out here to win this thing. We'll see if Vampy can do it as our next entrant is about to make their way out. Who's it going to be? Oh, it's another veteran of the ladies division. Goddess Dawn herself, number 17. If there's someone that can... If there is someone that can certainly win this entire thing and has just been waiting for her chance to shine bright in CPW, it would be none other than Goddess Dawn, that's for sure. And Vampy, uh-oh, no! Vampy's run has come to an end, courtesy of Buttons. Of course, the mischievous Goose Lady would tear her run down. As our next entrant is up next, and who is it? Oh no. It's the living dead girl, Jen Von Lee. The mistress of the peak is now out here and goes straight for Lilu. Buttons has been eliminated. No. A great positioning there for Jen Von Lee, the mistress of the peaks. And here we go, our second to last entry, number 19. Who is it? Whoever it is, they've got a great number here. Oh, it's Julie. Julie coming out at number 19. What a great spot for her in this matchup. Talk about somebody else who's just been waiting in the wings for her chance to really do some damage here in CPW. That's Julie. I think did someone just get eliminated by Jen Von Lee? All right, it's time for our last entrant, our very last entrant in this match. Who is it? And it's going to be number 20, Maggie Moore. The last entrant, lucky number 20. Wow. And that is everybody in the match. So who you see in the ring right now is who will end up winning the match as we get eliminations one by one, and there will only be one left. I cannot believe Tater is still in this match, by the way. She has been in there the longest. That is pretty insane. I think Tater came in at like number 3 or 4. She's still in there? That is crazy. By the way, a special mention. I know some people may be wondering, where is Chalk? Where is Chalk? Chalk should be in. No, Lucinda has been eliminated by Goddess Dawn. Where is Chalk? Apparently Chalk was scheduled to come out here, but apparently she ate too many donuts and could not compete. So if for anyone that was wondering, where was Chalk at in this match, that apparently explained that. So they had to come up with a last minute solution. I guess that's where Tad Peters came from. They had to fill in a spot, and I guess Tad Peters filled in Chalk's spot from eating too many donuts. By the way, we are getting eliminations left and right. There goes Julie, there goes Lilu, and apparently I have not touched my controller in so long it idled. All right, so how many's left? 4. We're down to the last 4. We've got Jen Von Lee, Goddess Dawn, Tater Tots, and Maggie Moore as our final 4. And I mean, Tater Tots is the huge surprise in this thing, but really outside of that, I could see really anybody winning this thing to really make a name for themselves And you know, Ashterial and Spinny are in hospital beds right now watching this on their monitors, trying to recover from that 1 hour long cage match where they almost killed each other, literally, because they are definitely interested to see who is going to be up next for that shot for that women's championship. Uh-oh, Tater. Maggie Moore. No, Maggie Moore looking to try to eliminate Tater. But she came out of nowhere. Jen Von Lee working on Goddess Dawn over on the right. Nice suplex from Jen Von Lee. Maggie Moore dropping the knee into the side of the head of Tater. And, uh-oh, Goddess Dawn looking to try to eliminate Jen, but doesn't happen. This just goes to show the incredible dexterity and talent roster that CPW has in the women's division for sure. And this wasn't even all of the ladies of CPW. There were even more. Uh-oh. Off screen. No, Tater has been eliminated. Man, her run was incredible. She had the most impressive run in this entire match. She came out of like number 4 or number 5, and she made it to the final 4. That is crazy impressive. Maggie Moore now going to the top rope, looking for somebody. Oh, and she catches Goddess Dawn with a flying DDT off the top rope. And then there were 3. Will it be Maggie Moore? Will it be Goddess Dawn? Uh-oh, Maggie's in trouble. No! Counters. And here comes Jen from behind on Goddess Dawn. Jen sidestepping the dropkick. And now Jen throwing Maggie into the corner, spins her around. Maggie propped up in a very bad position right there. And now Goddess Dawn looking to try to eliminate Jen here in the corner. Can she do it? Maggie Moore watching on, catching her breath. No, and she walks right into a Maggie Moore dropkick. And in an uppercut, takes Jen Von Lee off her feet. Running dropkick to the side of her head. And a knee to the side of the face. The match has certainly slowed down as we are in our last final 3 entrants of the match. Nice German suplex off the rebound from Maggie Moore as Goddess Dawn comes up behind, takes the initiative. Uh-oh, Maggie in trouble again, but she's again hangs onto the ring ropes, saving herself from elimination. And now Jen propping Dawn up against the ropes. And now she's going to try to eliminate Dawn. Is Maggie going to help? Is Maggie going to help? No, she doesn't. She waits and watches. And now it's Maggie's turn to try to maybe eliminate Jen. And now is Dawn going to help? Is Dawn going to help? It's every man. Oh, Jen has been eliminated by Maggie Moore. And then there were 2 left. It's Maggie Moore versus Goddess Dawn in our final 2 entrants of this matchup. Whoever gets dunked out of the ring first will lose. Who's it going to be? Maggie Moore sidesteps the dropkick and sends Dawn over into the ropes now. And now Dawn sidesteps the dropkick. Maggie Moore a little bit faster. Oh, wow. Nice move there. Hits her with the splits with the arm drag. Maggie Moore now going to the top rope. Big splash, but nobody's there. And Goddess Dawn makes her pay for it. And let's see who wins out on this exchange. Reverse Irish whip. Dawn off the ropes and gets drop kicked in the knee. And Maggie Moore trying to decide what to do next. Let's see how this one plays out with these last 2 entrants in the matchup. And Goddess Dawn, what is this? We're going to get a Boston Crab, a Walls of Jericho in the dead center of the ring. Trying to wear her down, I guess, and goes for a pin. Unfortunately, there are no pins in this match. The only way to win is to yeet your opponent over the top rope and out of the ring. Maggie Moore now, head scissors takedown. Dawn back up to her feet and walks right into a chop. Yeah, now Maggie getting her face rubbed into the ring mat. A whip once again into the ropes. Dawn ducks under. Catches her belly to belly. Maggie fights it off. Running drop kick is swiped away. And now Dawn throwing Maggie into the ropes now. Catches her, and this time she tries the belly to belly. Oh, a Nathan Moore super kick to the face of Goddess Dawn. And now Maggie Moore thinks she has it here. Does she have it? No, she did it. And Maggie Moore, coming in at number 20, has just won the match. Does she earn herself a title shot against Ashterial in the women's title? We'll have to find out, but she certainly proved herself by winning this match in the women's division of CPW. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our main event of the evening, and this involves the tag team division, the very top of the tag team division to end off our night. One more match. Let's do it.
The following contest is a tag team steel cage match. And at a combined weight of 628 pounds, Welch the Monster, and Angus Kong, the Bludgeon Brothers. And a combined weight of 485 pounds, the World Tag Team Champions, Nathan Moore and Rose, two-man power trip.
All right, well. Oh man, it took me a minute to remember what that was from. My God. I've disappointed myself as an Overwatch fan that it took me my brain that long to remember what that sound that was from. But here we go, main event time. Inside a steel cage, apparently, the 1980s steel cage, I should say. We've got these guys trapped inside with nowhere to go. It's the tag team champions against the #1 contenders. And apparently this is non-title. This just gives the Titans an opportunity to just go all out on Nathan Moore and Rogue. Yes, Timu. Somewhere Timu is under the ring laughing about this entire situation. Some people couldn't agree more. But honestly, I would consider this more than a cage match. I think rather than this being looked at as a cage match, I think this should be looked at as Nathan Moore and Rogue are trapped inside the cage with these two big boys. And this is going to be their chance to really make something happen here on the World Tag Team Champions. Look at Welsh Mosher. He's the first one to climb out of the cage to the top. Is he going to try to climb out, or is he going to try to go something crazy here? That is one big piece of meat to be trying to do something off the top of the cage. Uh-oh. I think he might have already left. Is he gone? I think Welsh Mosher's out of here. Well, there you go. The Titans have 50% won the match. The problem with that now is that Anubis Khan is stuck in there in a 2-on-1 disadvantage. So it's a good thing, but it's also a bad thing. Welsh Mosher might have left just a little bit too early there. But now all eyes are on Anubis Khan if he can survive both of the tag team champions here. We'll see if we can do it. I mean, he's definitely got the potential to be able to do something like that. Here he goes. Mounting punches on Rogue, but Nathan Moore is ready with an enziguri, but doesn't topple the big guy. Sends Nate into the ropes. And flapjacks him up into the air. Going for a pin, which is allowed in this match type. Pinfalls and submissions. But the 2-1 odds are just a little bit overwhelming, even for a big guy like Anubis Khan here. I don't think Welsh Mosher leaving the cage that early was the play, but what do I know? The match is still young, I guess. And Anubis Khan just trying to squeeze Nathan Moore's head like a melon. Oh, did he just bust him open? Oh my God. Anubis Khan squeezed Nathan Moore's skull so much he started bleeding. Oh my God, that's like a Jason Voorhees Friday the 13th fatality. Good Lord. Well, Nate I guess has some sort of cut that is reformed on his head somewhere at the hands of Anubis Khan. And now once again, no, Anubis Khan getting thrown into the side of the blue cage wall. But Nathan Moore caught something there. I don't know, but he's messing with his eyes. Might have blood in his eyes or something. Not really sure. Gives an opportunity for Rogue and Nathan Moore to work on Anubis Khan. 2-on-1. Ooh. 2-on-1 Oz. And he gets turned right around into a pedigree from Nathan Moore. Anubis Khan gets dropped into the mat with it. And he goes for the cover. And of course, Welsh Mosher can't do anything because he's outside of the ring. And Rogue, if there was anyone in this match that I would expect to go high risk and jump off the top of the cage, it would be Rogue. So we'll see if that's what's in the game plan. Nice blockbuster from Nathan Moore. And it looks like Rogue is going to pass on trying to do something crazy here in our main event and just try to go straight for winning the match. And both members of the tag team champions are up at the top of the cage. And Anubis Khan looks like he can only go for Nate now, as Rogue has successfully made it out. And will be escaping the cage. All right, so it's down to Nate versus Anubis Khan in this 2-on-2 cage match now. And it makes you wonder if Welsh Munch is going to go over there and try to... No, Nathan Moore. That's not going to help his bleeding face at all. And now this has turned into a singles match within the confines of this blue cage now. And I was expecting Rogue and Welsh Mosher to go hammering blows against one another on the outside of the cage, but they are not. Nice drop kick. The rebound, Irish whip off the ropes. We'll see how this one plays out here. Nathan Moore trying to go for the basement drop kick, but Anubis Khan sidestep. Oh my God. And I think Anubis Khan just sent Nathan Moore flying 3 counties over. Goes for the cheap pinfall. I mean, I don't know who he's trying to hide that from because everyone's watching. But it almost worked, I guess. Oh, quickie roll-up from Anubis Khan, pulling out all the stops here to try to get the win on Nathan Moore. But Nate again kicks out. Off the ropes again, Nathan Moore folds him up and hits him with the dragon kick across the chest. American dragon kick. Nathan Moore guiding Anubis Khan into the ropes on the right-hand side now. Working on the left arm, tangles it up into the top ring rope. Nathan Moore taking him across the ring with a snake eyes, and now Anubis Khan propped up and groggy in the corner. Is Nathan Moore trying to choke him out. And now Nate. Nate's looking crazy. What's he got in mind here? Oh, was he going to try to spear him? Anubis Khan said, I don't think so. And rejects the Nathan Moore spear and allows him to climb up the cage for the first time. Here he goes. And Nathan Moore is following after him and not allowing him to climb out. And Nate is trying to pull him back down. And he does. And now we're back to square one here. Uh-oh. Nope, he reversed. Anubis Khan reversing the attempt of Nathan Moore to bonk him off the side of the cage wall. And Anubis Khan with a big choke toss. Sending Nathan Moore into the corner. Anubis Khan. Uh-oh. Here comes... Are we going to get a stampede here? Oh! Bodies collide and Nathan Moore plops to the mat. And now Anubis Khan pulling him away from the ropes. Maybe looking for something. Oh, he dodged. Well, like Nathan Moore was going for the high knee, but Anubis Khan wisely stepped out of the way. Oh my God, launching powerbomb across the ring. And now Anubis Khan has got a finisher locked in on Nathan Moore. This could be bad for Nate. Oh my God. Another hammering blow, sending Nathan Moore 3 counties over. Goes for the cover and gets it. Look at that. The Titans come back and get a win over the tag team champions tonight in our main event. The Titans coming back, and Anubis Khan proving himself despite being 2-1 odds. And I think there was a little bit of commotion there. Anubis Khan probably not happy with Mosher leaving the cage so early there, but still getting the win.
You just made the list.